This is a letter that Auntie Stella wrote to my parents, Dear Phyllis and Jack. And she's thanking them very much for some beautiful paper that a friend of my father had given to her. And this is what she says: "It makes my mouth water like an old Scot would at the sight of a bottle of old Scotch." This is just something very special.
I think the lasting legacy of the Miles Franklin Award on the Australian literary landscape is really the visibility it gives Australian authors. Miles had suffered herself as an author. She realised the struggle of creativity, of publishing, of getting her works out there. And when she established the award, it was very much about helping authors on their journey.
At Perpetual, we're very proud as trustee to have a role in acting as a steward for the vision that Miles had, to ensure that Australian life in all of its phases is appropriately represented and celebrated in literature. We've seen over $1 million distributed to support and celebrate their work, and we'll see into the future those funds continue to provide support for that representation of the Australian story.
Without due reward and recognition, Australian writers would struggle to develop their stories, to flex their creative muscle, and to make a contribution to our cultural heritage. We're very proud of our support for the Miles Franklin, which quite simply represents the very best of Australian writing.
My relationship to Miles Franklin is that my grandfather was her mother's cousin. Biographers tell us that Miles was frustrated for many years about the fact that she actually had to work when she had her creative urges happening. The Miles Franklin Award was set up by Miles Franklin, and she did it because she wanted the next generation of young writers to have more freedom and more financial support than had been around in her time.
Miles Franklin was my mother's first cousin. I think she would be very proud of the fact that the Miles Franklin Award has developed in the way it has.